Hello guys, what's up? It's REFADER, another episode of REFADER Reacts. And as you have seen on my social media, on Instagram, at least I hope that you did, I was going through some numbers and some stuff in the background, and I was just figuring out that I would like to try something else and upload 3 episodes every week, starting with this episode now. And so we're going to have an episode on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. One of these days, it might be Friday, but I'm not sure, will always be something like a special where we have a longer episode or stuff like that. But in this case, I really would like to go with just one track in every episode to have it more precisely for this one specific track, so that I was thinking that I might not honor or have enough dedication for each individual track. So this is why I would like to try and see how it's working out, how it goes, how the responses and how everything else is going with this new concept. So we are just having one track in every episode from now on. And to start and kick this off, I was thinking of reacting to the latest release of Reflect. You can see it already on screen. Can You Feel My Heart? He just dropped it on the last day of January this year. We were reacting to Chase Me a little earlier. So I'm really excited to start and listen to this track now. I would say let's go. This is Can You Feel My Heart by Reflect. Okay, we're going in. Okay, giving me some metal and rock elements here, some vibes. Interesting combination here. Yeah, it has something like this metal type of tracks. But an interesting combination. I expected something euphoric, to be honest. Okay, this one could be huge. Let's see. Okay, interesting drop in there. Wow, interesting concept of kicks. Very interesting, very interesting. Nice blend in there with this aggressive sounding lead here, and the melody also is very aggressive. Okay, so there's one thing that I already noticed, what I would like to talk about this at the end of the track. Interesting, he's going directly in. Okay, so that was Can You Feel My Heart by Reflect. It is fitting with Chase Me, with the track in general, the style. So Reflect also seems to have something, very unique when it comes to the kicks. I think in the beginning there was somehow something like a laser kick, at least for me. Then there was also like this gated with a hole kick. This was also pretty interesting. And the crossover in general was pretty nice. It has something very aggressive and it was very straightforward, but on the same or on the other side, or on this at the same time, it was also giving some hardstyle flavored elements that were going with this entire vibe. So this was pretty intense. And what I noticed and what I would like to say is that there were just two times, and they were very subtle, so very not so loud, where you had like this typical claps or snares that you have in the hardstyle genre in general. So they are very common when you have to build up that the snare goes ish, 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 for example. In this case, we just had this, let's say, the song itself, and then the melody came, and then there was this drop and the anti-drops, and so it was sounding somehow very empty, but it was not destroying the track because there was time enough and also space enough to focus on these amazing vocals. I will never understand how people can sing and do stuff with their voices like that, but it's a kind of art, so it's very inspiring for me as well. But in this case, it was flowing. So I really think that if you would have some common hardstyle sounds in there, like the snares or the what was it called? The claps, for example, or hi-hat or crash. I mean, there were some, but not that much. Not that many, but in this case it was fitting very, very well. So I'm really glad that he was giving another direction again. So a very, very nice track, inspiring as well. Maybe also there's a possibility that this could also be somehow like raw style. I know that raw style is something different, but it was also very hard and aggressive, and maybe it could also be like a subgenre with this case. So in this case, this track was really hitting. And it's also one of these tracks that you need to listen 1 or 2 or 3 times in a row to really get into it and listen to all the stuff that is going on there. But in this case, I was feeling very comfortable because I was not distracted by snares or by crashes or by claps. Of course, there were snares with the drums of the main track, but I don't count them as the typical the typical sound of a snare in a hardstyle track. So that was a pretty nice track. Reflect is definitely someone you should check out if you want something very that sticks out, or that is a huge contrast to, let's say, what you can hear in the mainstream tracks. At least this is what I feel. So definitely check Reflect out. I can really recommend him to you. You can see him here. So he's not even having 1,000 monthly listeners. So give it a try. Give his songs and his tracks a chance. And I really liked it. I'm following him, so I have him in my list, so I can see if there's something new coming. Really nice. So thanks for this track, and thanks for being here. Thanks for checking this track out together with me. And if you have a track that I should listen to or react to, you can always send it to me on Instagram. Just send me your message there and we can figure it out. Doesn't matter if it's mastered or if it's a demo or whatsoever. Just send it over. We can go through this. I'm always open for everything. But for now, stay safe and we see us in the next episodes.